Hey everyone, it's Nick with Adventure 406. This is my 1995 BMW 540i. This is an E34. I was in the Army for 8 years. I served with this other goon. His name was Andrew McVicker. He was a really solid guy. He was a truck driver in the Army and in the civilian world. Whenever we had drills, him and I would always goof around and talk about BMWs and how cool they were. And he had this old 5 Series and the transmission was giving him issues, so he never fixed it. He never got around to driving it. Fast forward to this last year, actually the year before that, he got in a motorcycle accident and was killed. And about a year after that, I suppose, I was browsing the Facebook classifieds as it happened, and I came upon this old 5 Series and a 7 Series that were being sold as a pair for $950. And the guy's last name was McVicker. And so I reached out and I said, "Hey, are you any relation to Jeremy McVicker?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Are these his cars?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, I'm going to be there tonight." And I drove out there with my trailer. I picked both cars up. I paid the guy. And I just decided that, number one, it's a really cool car. He's got it on lowering springs. So she looks really mean, and an E34 is something that I've always wanted to do. That's the car I learned how to drive on, and so in my mind I always wanted an E34, and I'd hoped it would be an M5, of course, but it's not. But this is way cooler. It's got a history. It's close to my heart. Jeremy was a good guy. He was a good soldier, and we weren't the closest of friends outside of the military, but in the military he absolutely had my back. So I decided to fix this car up for him. It had been sitting in a field for 13 years when I found it. You may have seen it from the video. I put a limited slip unit into the differential here. The things I've done off camera, I basically got it started. See what happens. Oh. Oh. Yeah! Holy crap, I did it. Well, there's a little bit of a fuel leak. That shouldn't be a problem. I changed the fuel pump over and changed the transmission, and what else did I do? I fixed some oil leaks on the engine. Just so I could get it running and driving and kind of assess what needed to be done first. And I actually drove it around a few times. I drove it to work one day, a full solid hour. When I was pulling out of the parking lot, I hit a bump and the radiator fan, it went bye-bye and broke some stuff. So she's been parked ever since then. So basically what I'm going to do first in this resto mod is I'm going to drop the front sub and the rear sub, and I'm going to refresh all of the suspension. I mean all of the suspension. I've got a gazillion parts sitting in some tubs in the garage. I'm going to fix what I broke with the radiator fan. I'm going to get it all put back together, do some stuff on the interior, get her cleaned up, and then once I've got all that done, she's going to go to the paint shop. And I haven't decided if I want to keep it the original Schwartz 2 or go with like a Le Mans blue from an E39 M5. I'm having a hard time deciding. In the meantime, maybe you as my viewers can help me make that decision. Will this car look better in Schwartz or Le Mans blue? You help me decide. You're going to be seeing a lot of content from this car, so stay tuned for that and stay adventurous out there.